Liverpool reject $15 million bid for exciting young forward as price tag set. Liverpool reject several approaches for 19-year-old Ben Doak. Amid growing interest, Liverpool had turned down several bids from clubs seeking to sign 19-year-old winger Ben Doak, reports have confirmed. Doak, who joined Liverpool from Celtic in 2022, made 10 appearances under Jurgen Klopp before a severe knee injury derailed his 2023-24 campaign. However, he has enjoyed a resurgence during a successful loan spell with Middlesbrough in the Championship this season. The Scotland international has scored 2 goals and provided 5 assists so far, and his form has reportedly caught the attention of multiple Premier League clubs, including Crystal Palace. According to the Daily Mail, Palace made a $15 million bid for Doak as they look to revitalize their attack following Michael Olise's departure to Bayern Munich in the summer. However, Liverpool swiftly rejected the offer. Sky Sports News reported that this bid was one of several that fell below the Reds' valuation of the player. Liverpool have no intention of selling Doak, whose progress at Middlesbrough has impressed those at Anfield. There is strong belief that the young winger could have a role to play in Arne Slot's senior squad in the future, which is why Liverpool are unwilling to entertain offers that don't meet their asking price of $30 million, according to The Times. This valuation comes after seeing Crescencio Somerville move from Leeds United to West Ham for $25 million last summer, while Tottenham Hotspur spent $30 million on Wilson Odobert, formerly of Burnley. Palace are reportedly still keen on Doak as a key target for the January transfer window, but they must now decide whether to make a renewed offer for a player who signed a long-term contract with Liverpool in the summer of 2023. Chelsea predicted lineup versus Crystal Palace Premier League. Chelsea will look to begin the new year with a positive result when they face Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park on Saturday afternoon. After consecutive defeats, the Blues have dropped to 4th place in the Premier League, and Enzo Maresca's side will be eager to get back on track. While a title challenge may be out of reach, Chelsea remain in a strong position to qualify for the Champions League in Maresca's debut season. Chelsea has a strong record against Crystal Palace, but recent losses to Everton, Fulham, and Ipswich Town have raised concerns. Here's how Chelsea could line up for their crucial away trip to London. GK. Robert Sanchez-Philip Jorgensen made a rare Premier League appearance midweek as Maresca rotated the squad, but Sanchez remains the first-choice goalkeeper and will return for this match. Axel Disasi's mistake against Ipswich was costly, so Gusto should come back into the starting lineup after being used as a substitute in the last match. Reece James was on the bench against Ipswich, but won't be rushed back into the team. Sibitati, Tosin Adarabioyo Wakoi. Chelsea's defensive injury woes with Wesley Fofana and Benoit Badiashile sidelined have caused problems, but Adarabioyo remains reliable. He'll need to contend with Jean-Philippe Mateta's physicality. CBC, Levi Colwill. Like Adarabioyo, Colwill struggled against the robust Liam Delap recently. He will need to be at his best to handle the powerful Mateta at Selhurst Park. Libby Mark Cucurella. The combination of Daniel Munoz and Ismail Assar could present a tough challenge for Cucurella, who will need support from Pedro Neto. However, Cucurella could also cause problems at the other end of the pitch. DM Moises Caicedo. Caicedo performed well against Ipswich and has been consistent in the defensive midfield role. He will need to keep Sarr and Eberechi Eze in check when they cut inside. DM Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez has been in a slightly quieter phase regarding goals and assists, but his more advanced role remains effective. He scored in this fixture last season and will be looking to make an impact again. Noni Madueke. Chelsea will be looking for more consistency from Madueke, who has been inconsistent on the right wing. He will face a tough battle with the defensively strong Tyrick Mitchell. AM Cole Palmer. Palmer has been Chelsea's most dangerous player in recent weeks, scoring 3 goals in his last 3 away matches. He will be pivotal in creating chances for Chelsea and troubling Palace's defense. Arne Slot gives verdict on Trent Alexander-Arnold amid Real Madrid transfer speculation. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has confirmed that Trent Alexander-Arnold will feature in the Reds' Premier League clash against Manchester United, despite ongoing speculation regarding his future. The 26-year-old right-back has been at the center of a persistent transfer saga that has intensified as the season has progressed. Real Madrid, long-term admirers of Alexander-Arnold, are reportedly preparing multiple bids as the January transfer window opens. Despite the rumors surrounding his expiring contract, Alexander-Arnold has remained a key player in Slott's successful Liverpool side. While he has been more cautious in his attacking runs this season, he showcased his quality with a goal and an assist in a standout performance against West Ham United. When asked whether Alexander-Arnold would remain in Liverpool's plans for Sunday's match, Slot was clear in his response. "I can tell you he's playing on Sunday," Slot stated. "I hope he brings the same level of performance he has in the last 6 months. He played an incredible game against West Ham." Slot also confirmed that he had spoken with Alexander-Arnold about the situation but chose not to disclose the details of their conversation. "Yes, I spoke to him," he said, "but you already know the answer. I never share conversations like these, not about Trent or anyone else regarding what we talk about." Slot praised Alexander-Arnold's desire to stay at the club, highlighting his commitment on the pitch. "You saw how much he wants to be here and wants to win," Slot remarked. "That was clear against West Ham, especially with the pass he provided for Mo. I see him in training every day, working hard, and he will play on Sunday." Despite the praise, Slot emphasized that there is always room for improvement. "Trent can still improve, and I've already seen progress this season," he said. "These players are at the top of their game, but there's always room for growth. In my opinion, Trent has made strides defensively, and in some games, he's been outstanding. Sometimes he's been up and down, but consistency is key for top players." Slot remains focused on improving his side, though he acknowledged there is still work to do for the team's relegation-threatened opponents. Arne Slot comments on Trent Alexander-Arnold's goal celebration. Amid Real Madrid links. Liverpool manager Arne Slot gave a sly comment about Trent Alexander-Arnold's goal celebration against West Ham, suggesting it probably tells you enough. The right-back has been subject to ongoing transfer rumors throughout the season, with reports in Spain claiming that Alexander-Arnold has agreed to join Real Madrid on a free transfer next summer, once his contract expires in June. Alexander-Arnold scored Liverpool's 4th goal in a dominant 5-0 win against West Ham, arguably his best performance of the season. From January 1st, the 26-year-old is free to negotiate with foreign clubs due to his contract situation. Along with Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah also find themselves in similar contractual uncertainty. Despite the growing transfer speculation, Slot appeared unconcerned about the situation. "I don't think it's negative at all," Slot said about Alexander-Arnold. "He's playing really well, scored a great goal, and the way he celebrated probably tells you enough." After scoring, Alexander-Arnold raised his hand to his ear and gestured as if listening to the crowd, further fueling transfer talk. "I don't think I have to say much about it," Slot continued. "I'm really happy with Trent, just like I am with Mo and Virgil. For me, there's no difference. Maybe there's more media attention on Trent, but I'm happy with all 3 of them." The win over West Ham was Liverpool's final game of 2024, marking the club's last fixture before the January transfer window. As the speculation intensifies, Slot remained firm that nothing would change within the team. "Not on the inside, but on the outside, it definitely does, because people talk more about it, not just about these 3, but also about other players," Slot explained. "So it will be about the ones we bring in or the ones who could also leave." Football transfer rumors. Man Ud explore Rashford-Osimhen swap. Arsenal set to bid for Williams. Manchester United are reportedly exploring a potential swap deal involving Marcus Rashford and Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, with Antonio Conte reportedly keen to work with Rashford. Both Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain are also said to be interested in the English forward. Rashford, however, has expressed a strong desire to join Barcelona, with his representatives already informing the La Liga giants that he is willing to make significant financial sacrifices to facilitate the move. PSG's Nuno Mendes and Sporting CP's Victor Gyökeres are both eager to join Manchester United as well. Atletico Madrid has joined the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea in pursuit of Newcastle United's Alexander Isak. Tottenham Hotspur are considering Wolverhampton Wanderers goalkeeper Sam Johnstone as a potential replacement for the injured Guglielmo Vicario. Federico Chiesa has requested to leave Liverpool, and the club is open to parting ways with the winger in January. Fiorentina is reportedly eyeing a $5.8 million deal for Chiesa this month. Real Madrid are planning to approach Manchester United for right-back Diogo Dalot if their efforts to acquire Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool fall short. A defensive revamp is on the horizon, with Liverpool's Ibrahima Konate also on the shortlist, alongside RB Leipzig's Castello Luqueba and Bayer Leverkusen's Yanuel Belosian. Ryan Kent is set to return to Rangers this month after being without a club since leaving Fenerbahce in October. Liverpool's 2024, a tale of two halves. Liverpool's 2024 season can be described as distinctly divided. The first half saw Jurgen Klopp's trophy-laden tenure at Anfield come to a close, with the German receiving a heartfelt farewell in May. His side, however, struggled to maintain their momentum in the final stretch of the 2023-24 Premier League season. In the wake of Klopp's departure, his successor, Arne Slot, faced the challenge of revitalizing a squad mourning the loss of their leader. Slot, identified by Liverpool's recruitment team as the ideal candidate, has proven to be an inspired choice. The 2024-25 season has been stellar for Liverpool, with only one loss under Slot's guidance. As Liverpool heads into 2025, the Reds are brimming with excitement. However, let's take a moment to reflect on the highlights of 2024 for the club. Virgil van Dijk enjoyed a brilliant year, while Alisson continued to showcase his exceptional skills as arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. Alexis Mac Allister also made an immediate impact, impressing Anfield with his performances. However, it's Mohamed Salah who continues to be the standout player for Liverpool. The Egyptian's consistent brilliance has been evident throughout 2024, and if he maintains his high standards under Slot, he could even finish the current campaign with a career-best tally. Salah's longevity and durability remain exceptional, and his blistering pace and lethal left foot have kept him at the top of Liverpool's scoring charts. Though many players have improved under Slot, none have transformed quite as dramatically as Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch, who initially struggled to adapt to the Premier League, has been molded into a brilliant defensive midfielder by Slot. The 22-year-old has stepped up to address Liverpool's pressing need for a new number 6. Shoutouts also go to Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz for their improvements, but Gravenberch's transformation has been the most remarkable. Liverpool's Academy players also provided a few feel-good stories in 2024. Connor Bradley, having impressed on loan at Bolton Wanderers the previous season, was given first-team opportunities and excelled in the absence of Trent Alexander-Arnold, showing maturity and promise at right-back. Salah, as expected, was the Reds' top scorer, finishing 2024 with 29 goals in 44 appearances. His performances were among the best in Europe's top leagues, with only Erling Haaland surpassing him in the Premier League. While Liverpool's transfer activity was relatively quiet, they made a couple of key signings. Federico Chiesa joined from Juventus for £12.5 million. But perhaps their most exciting addition is Georgi Mamardashvili. The young goalkeeper was loaned back to Valencia for the current season but is expected to be the long-term successor to Alisson, with his excellent shot-stopping and distribution.